Hey guys, Donnie RightSide here. Bookmakers review Week 5 NFL action, some game analysis between two games in the NFC. Let's take a look at the first one Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock, 4:59, 4:60. That's the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Marcus Mariota lined up against Tom Brady. Total opened up at 45.5. We now see that sitting at a 48.5 and higher at some outlets here. Now, looking at this game overall, these two teams coming in two different directions. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers opening up the season with two straight victories over the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints on the road, only to come home and drop the next two against the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. If we're looking at the Atlanta Falcons here, open up the season with two losses, one to New Orleans, one to the Rams, and then beating the Seattle Seahawks on the road and coming home and taking care of the Cleveland Browns. Just eyeing this game up here, Tom Brady and the Buccaneers look to be a little bit more full gas this week going against an inferior opponent compared to what they faced the past few weeks in the Green Bay Packers and also the Kansas City Chiefs. You're going to have Julio Jones, Chris Godwin, hopefully back right and full after the previous game, which they lost against the Kansas City Chiefs, and also Mike Evans, who had a big game against the Chiefs, certainly looks healthy and ready to go. Tom Brady also with that throwing finger injury doesn't look to be too hampered by that. But also, take a look at Marcus Mariota and that offense for the Atlanta Falcons. They're moving the football, and also Arthur Smith as head coach, keeping those guys in every game, even the games they lost, close possessions, and quite frankly, they probably should have won opening day, but blew that game late to the New Orleans Saints. So an interesting matchup here between the Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you're willing to lay the points here and trusting the Bucs at home that they don't lose three straight games, but certainly probably have to win by double digits in order to get the line cover here. Game number two, we'll take a look at 461, 462 on the rotation. Another 1 o'clock game on Sunday. This one in the NFC North. Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, Justin Fields and Kirk Cousins. Line opened up at 7, still staying at 7s across most outlets here. Also, the total opened up at 43 and looks like it's on the move to 43.5. Two teams coming into this game. The Minnesota Vikings, one opening day against the Green Bay Packers, then dropped the game against the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football before back-to-back victories, the Detroit Lions, and also the New Orleans Saints over in London, which is going to be a key we'll talk about in just a few moments here. For the Chicago Bears, winning in a monsoon game 1 against the San Francisco 49ers, then going on the road losing to the Green Bay Packers, following that up with a victory over the Houston Texans before losing to the New York Giants on Sunday on the road. So certainly not the greatest offensive output here for the Chicago Bears, so that's going to come into. But how about the Minnesota Vikings here? Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook, how are they going to return back from the UK? Maybe a little bit jet-lagged for this game for an opponent. Also, take a look here. Line goes to 7.5. You're probably looking at more Chicago Bears money coming in. Line gets to 6.5. Probably looking at more Minnesota Vikings Monday. Two games of utmost importance in their divisions here in the NFC. I'm Donnie RightSide for Bookmakers Review, and as always, good luck on those wagers.